Hi guys! So this is the next video of my body types series. In order to understand all those 13 body types that I'm gonna talk about today, you should probably watch my previous videos of that series. And we are gonna talk about the clothes in general now, about the silhouettes, the lines, about the details. All those lines that create the silhouette of your clothes is very important, is the key to the look. So let's start. Romantic. Keep your shapes rounded with soft edges. Always maintain the hourglass figure. Avoid all straight lines, all sharp edges, all geometrics. Your outlines should always be soft and flowing silhouettes that showcase the lush curves of your body. Waist definition is essential, and also loads of gentle draping. Avoid all severe silhouettes, all tailored silhouettes, all straight lines with angular edges, all vertical lines that hide the waist, unconstructed, boxy, or horizontal lines. Detail should be soft, feminine, oversized bows, ruffles, and delicate lace, as long as they are luscious and womanly, instead of little girlish. Necklines should be soft and draped, with curved edges. Ornate necklines are especially sophisticated. Sleeves should be tapered at the wrist, with intricate buttons, or very soft and flowing. Any kind of sparkle is excellent. Let's go to dramatic. Keep your shapes sharp and geometric. Triangles, rectangles, and anything sculpted, sleek, and elongated with crisp edges. Avoid anything rounded, swirled, or overly draped. Also anything delicate or overly fragile. Ornateness looks fussy on you. Avoid soft, flowing lines, too matronly on you. Unconstructed silhouettes, very sloppy on you. Broken or horizontal lines, not elegant enough for you. Details should always be clean and minimal to complement your sculpted, chiseled look. Bold, sweeping geometrics, angular shapes and sharp edges, clean angular necklines, V-necks, skinny turtlenecks, high mandarins, holders, men tailored, anything tailored, crisp cuffs, sharp pleats, sharp lapels. Avoid small, fussy detail, bows, tucks, gathers. Overly unconstructed detail, sloppy necklines, shapeless or oversized sleeves. You are striving for a head-to-toe ensemble effect, not the mix and match approach. Now let's go to natural type. A relaxed, straight line is the outline for your look. Your silhouette is softly tailored, always unconstructed. Your outline should be fairly narrow and slim in a loose and easy way. Avoid sharply angular lines, severely straight lines, extremely tailored or constructed silhouettes, oversized, shapeless silhouettes, ornate, intricate lines, swirling lines. Details should be kept minimal. Plain and simple is best for you. Any unconstructed or loosely tailored detail works well. Simple necklines, soft horizontals, deep V's, dropped waist detail, loose sashes. You'll do better with an artful mixing of patterns, textures, and colors than you will with an overly matched look. Now let's go for classic. Symmetry is the key to all your shapes, whether slightly geometric or slightly curved. Detail should be clean, simple, and minimal. It should never call attention to itself. Clean, tailored necklines, main tailored, notched, small V's, turtlenecks, elegant scarves and symmetrical ties, ascots, self-ties. Avoid extreme geometrics, extreme round shapes, extreme ornate shapes, extreme unconstructed shapes. Avoid overly flouncy silhouettes, overly sharp silhouettes, overly unconstructed silhouettes. Wide. Overly animated or cute detail. Now, gamine. Small, sharp geometrics. Precision fitted and crisply tailored. Your outline should be sharp, straight, and staccato. Many short vertical lines and many short horizontal lines is also effective. Lots of details will look great on you. Detail should always be small, sharp, and call attention to itself. Broken up and multicolored. Loads of crisp trim. Loads of outlining. Collars, cuffs, waistbands, lapels. Sharp angular necklines, also small. Small men tailored styles, small v-necks. Sharp and narrow waist definition. Avoid oversized, large or long geometrics. Unconstructed shapes. Soft-edged, flowing or rounded shapes. Ornate, intricate or delicate shapes. Soft dramatic. Shape. Bold geometrics with soft edges. Oversized ornate shapes. T silhouette. Broad shoulders, elongated vertical that is draped. Bold sweeping lines. Draped flowing lines. Detail. Bold, oversized and ornate. Broad shoulders. Soft draped necklines. The waist should be defined but loosely so. Avoid stiffly tailored lines. Broken staccato lines. Overly fitted, fussy silhouettes. Wide, shapeless silhouettes. You need a head-to-toe ensemble and never mix and match look. Soft natural, draped necklines. Soft cowls. Asymmetric and irregular curves, elongated ovals, wide circles, easy swirls. Relaxed lines with subtle drape and flow. Necklines should be loose and soft, not closed. Detail should be loose, relaxed, delicate, slightly intricate. Waist should be defined, although loosely. There can be a slightly blousy effect at the waist. Gathers and folds should be deep, full and soft. Sleeves can be full and flowing, or gently tapered at the wrist with a minimum of detail. Avoid sharp geometrics, wide, chunky and boxy shapes, plain symmetrical shapes, overly ornate shapes. Avoid wide, shapeless silhouettes. If you get too much ornamentation, such as excess, gathers, tucks, and trim, can be too busy. Traditionally tailored suits and old-fashioned frills are no-nos. Shoulders should not be sharp or stiff. Avoid no detail at all. Avoid animated perky detail. Let's go to flamboyant natural. Your silhouette should be unconstructed, composed of oversized or irregular geometric shapes, with soft edges, but not sharp. Lines are relaxed and sweeping. Detail should be plain and simple, nothing fussy or overdone. Loose and uncluttered necklines, large cowls, deep V's. Your accessories, however, should be extremely bold, oversized and exotic necklaces, earrings, wrist cuffs. The only rule is that the shapes are always chunky, geometrics that have soft edges or are irregularly shaped. Avoid stiff tailoring and severe lines because they will be extremely cold and stark on you. Now let's go to soft classic. Soft, curved shapes with rounded edges. Smooth, symmetrical shapes that flow gently. Smooth, soft, symmetrical silhouettes with slight shaping, gently flowing lines. Clean lines that are unbroken. Smooth, horizontal or diagonal draping. Clean, soft necklines, tapered sleeves, and a defined waist. Maybe beautiful and unusual buttons or small gathers would be great. Detail should be smooth and symmetrical, composed of rounded shapes. Be careful not to overdo it. Avoid hard-edged geometric silhouettes, overly ornate or intricate lines, wide unconstructed silhouettes. Dramatic classic. Symmetrical geometrics which can be sharp or sculpted. Trim, tailored, taut and crisp and slightly chunky. Detail should be crisp, tailored, and geometric with sharp edges. Geometric V's, asymmetric angulars, turtlenecks, and narrow cowls. Sharp details. The waist may be crisply defined with a moderate to wide belt. Detail that includes sharp color contrast is excellent. Strong vertical and diagonal lines. Avoid ornate, intricate, or delicate shapes. Irregular shapes. Avoid unconstructed or extremely boxy shapes. Fussy detail including frills, animated perky detail, wide, unconstructed, or bulky detail. Avoid minimal detail. Soft gamine. Crisp curves with sharp edges. Rounded shapes that are smoothly formed. Animated, staccato silhouette. Broken curved lines. Sharply tapered outline, especially at waist, collar, and cuff. Small lines with crisp edges. Small draped lines with tapered edges. Detail should always be animated, lively, and energetic. Necklines should be clean and crisp, preferably curved. They are best when they are either high or closed. Waist should always be sharply defined with waistbands, contrasting trim, a plique. Avoid sharp geometrics, overly intricate, delicate shapes, oversized, bulky, or chunky geometrics. Soft and flowing silhouettes. Symmetrical silhouettes. Avoid all elongated lines. Avoid all strong horizontal lines. Avoid minimal detail. Now let's go to flamboyant gamine. Asymmetrics and irregular shapes. Short and wide geometrics with sharp or soft edges. Chunky, boxy shapes. Sculpted shapes. A mixture of opposite types of shapes works well for you. It adds some electricity in your appearance. Always work with a narrow base and add an opposite shape for contrast. Broken, staccato silhouettes. Sharply outlined edges. Severely straight lines or softly straight lines. An opposite use of lines works best for you. Use angular, sculpted detail that is ultra colorful and irregular or asymmetrical. Necklines should be geometric, asymmetric, or irregular. They may be very high and sculpted, or low and plunging. Keep them cleanly shaped without ornateness. Contrasting trim is excellent. Collars, cuffs, piping, buttons, but as long as it's bold, not delicate. You should mix textures, prints, colors, and details in the most exciting and elegant way to show you vibrancy. Avoid delicate, intricate shapes. Avoid ornate shapes, unless they are very irregular and witty. Avoid all unbroken silhouettes. Avoid overly draped, flowing lines. Avoid minimal detail. Now, theatrical romantic. Shapes should be rounded, intricate, and ornate, and slight sharpness at the edge. Slightly oversized is good. Silhouettes should be hourglass, emphasizing the curves and showcasing the waist. The waist should be sharply defined. Lines should be soft, draped, flowing, clingy, ornate, and intricate. An excess of detail and trim is important. It helps to frame the face and focus it. Bows, sheer lace, jabos, soft ruffles, and sparkle things. Avoid geometrics and symmetrical shapes. Avoid chunky or bulky shapes. Avoid sharp, severe shapes. Avoid all oversized or unconstructed silhouettes. Avoid all tailored silhouettes. Avoid all straight lines. Avoid all wide or horizontal lines. Avoid any kind of harsh contrast between top and bottom. So those are the overall advices for the silhouettes and shapes of clothes. In my next video, we're gonna be a little bit more specific into certain clothes types. Subscribe to my channel. Put thumbs up. The more thumbs up I get, the more YouTube recommends my video. Now I'm on my way to improving my channel, so I have a PayPal account. I will leave it down below. If you can give me just $1 or $2, it will be so helpful for me. Love you. Bye!